The following program is an OCAmedia community-produced episode of Oregon Life. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Oregon Brooklyn Optimist Club and the Oregon Freemasons. We are proud to have you as our sponsors.
Hey everybody, I am Coach Ernest Spurlock here over at the Oregon Ice Arena with Energy Never Stops LLC. If you guys are interested in learning how to box, come on over and check out a class. Our first one is free. So we do wear gloves. Usually we wear 16-ounce gloves for anybody that weighs over 140 pounds. But we have to put the hand wraps on underneath that because this protects your knuckles from the impact. This also fills the space in between your hand and the glove because sometimes there's a little bit of space. And if there's too much, what will happen is your joints can hyperextend, so you end up damaging your wrist like that. So we wear these to make sure we protect our hands and then to protect our joints while we're punching stuff from the impact. So. Throwing a straight punch when you're doing it, okay? Try not to mix the two because it's so long and so wide, it's easier to see. Now, sometimes if you're landing it because they're stepping back into the right spot, so be it, you know, but try to watch for what's happening. If they're moving back like that, that's when you want to throw a little bit longer. If they're not necessarily moving back and you're stepping in, keep your punches short and tight, all right? Keep your feet moving, Ron.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Barnes. I got into boxing. I've always been into martial arts when I was a kid, and I was getting in shape. I was doing a lot of treadmill stuff, and then I was trying to find a way of exercising that I actually enjoyed and looked forward to. So I started getting involved in boxing. Planned on only doing it for a little bit and fell in love. I met up with Ernest. He's been a great guy. He's always been helping me push myself even when you're down. He does a really good job of lifting you up. Very, very compassionate man. So I get to multiple times a week do the things that I love with people I love. So boxing has been a huge part of my life.
So when I started boxing, I was doing this on my own, and I found that it was really challenging to figure out which things I needed to learn, and it was still a thrill to me, though, to go through and find all of these different things and these different techniques and learn from some of the greats from watching like YouTube and going to different gyms and coaching and working with different people. But I really enjoy coaching because something about watching people when they come in and they have a misconception about themselves or they doubt themselves, and then to see them kind of have like this aha moment when they're like, oh, I got it, or I figured this out, or this thing was working for me today. There's nothing more rewarding to me than seeing somebody grow into themselves and feel more confident about what they're doing here, because this stuff carries over into your life also. So, and I've had a bunch of clients express that to me, how they feel like they can do other things outside of here because they know they step in the ring, and that takes a lot of guts to do that. So just having that experience and having that in their hearts and in their minds and their souls, they carry themselves in a higher standard, and it's really nice. Some of the other rewarding things I've picked up since I've been training, I train all different types of people from all walks of life, and everyone has different struggles that they come in the ring with. Whenever they come in here, they leave their problems at the door, and we get in there in the ring and they just work out whatever we're trying to work out. There's something magical about stepping into that ring because you can't think about anything else. You have to be focused and concentrating on what you're doing in there, because it's not only dangerous, but it's a lot to be thinking about and processing, so you can't have your mind somewhere else. One of the most rewarding things is seeing people come in, like I said, with their issues. They leave them at the door, and then we finish up with the training, and everybody, there's this sense of camaraderie that we all have that is unparalleled. I can't explain it from anything else I've ever done in my life. Everybody's always super helpful. People get a misconception that fighters are jerks or that they're not nice people necessarily, but everybody who comes in here, we treat each other like family. So even if we are being rough with each other, it's all coming from a loving place and a positive place. So.
Hi, my name is Lux Hariharan, or Lux, or Dr. Lux, and I am a boxer. I love boxing because it's empowering, it makes you feel strong and in control, and it really works the mind, body, and soul. I am actually a doctor by day. I'm a pediatric ophthalmologist, and I love helping children see. And boxing became my way of, I started boxing in med school for fun, for fitness, and now I do it for empowerment. And I also love dancing, and for me, boxing and dancing are very similar because it's all about rhythm and not taking every punch and using your mind and following your partner. So I find boxing to be like the strength of the boxer, but the beauty of a dancer. And that's what I love about the sport. I've been doing it since 2015. And so I love it. And I've been training with my coach, Ernest, and he is wonderful. He is all about getting the right form, the right training, and making you feel like a fighter. And so we're really grateful to have him. It's the energy that he brings is like no other. And the community is lucky to have a person like him to not only coach boxing, but the mental toughness of fitness in general, and health in general. So I don't fight in the ring with sparring to protect my hands, but I do it more for fitness and fun and for the training, the mental training aspect of it. So it's open to anyone. I welcome you to come in the ring with us.
Oftentimes we get women who come in here and want to learn how to box, and they tell me that they've had some trauma in their past or some relationship in their past that really mess with their psyche. So it's really good to see them come in and be able to kind of overcome that fear of being in the ring, overcome the fear of being by themselves or thinking that something terrible is going to happen to them. A lot of people come in and they get to work and they start working with the men that we have here, and they feel safe and secure, not only here but outside of the ring also once they finish doing a session, or when they're going out and they're shopping, or they're at the grocery store, or wherever it might be. It's something about knowing how to throw a punch or protect yourself. Gives you a lot of security, and it's a beautiful thing to see and watch people grow from.
What made me want to start boxing is just, and come to this gym it's a family, and I work a lot, and I'm not always able to do things that, I find interest in, or even just have time to myself. And this is where I can, I can laugh, I can, have fun, relax, and it's just a peace of mind, And being here just gives me that. So I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Hey everybody, I'm going to talk to you about a thing in boxing that happens. It doesn't seem super significant, but it is one of the most important things we have to watch out for as right-handed and left-handed fighters, and that is sparring or fighting with the southpaw. So anytime that you fight with a left-handed fighter, what happens is your body positions are mirrored. So what that means is my lead foot, or my foot that's closer to my opponent, is gonna be right in front of their lead foot also. So what happens is I'm constantly fighting for position with our lead feet. We wanna put our lead foot on the outside so that we can get our power hand closer to the left-handed fighter, or the vice versa. The left-handed fighter will step on the outside so they can get their left hand closer to the right-handed fighter. If we move to the opposite side, we're putting ourselves in danger. So there's a big conflict with the jabs. We always want to use our lead hands to get the other person to move to the trail side. If you're not able to move your lead hand or get your lead hand going, though, you have to watch out for moving your head off to this side also. So as a left-handed fighter, you usually will have the advantage, just because not too many righties are comfortable fighting with left-handed fighters, but lefties fight righties all the time. It's almost more nerve-wracking for them to fight somebody who's also left-handed. But a good boxer is able to transition from left to right also. So if you know how to fight from both sides, that's a little more troubling than either one of those.
All right, my name is Matt. So I've been doing wrestling, jiu-jitsu, MMA, Muay Thai, now boxing, right? I know what it's like to be in boxing gyms. I know what it's like to be in martial arts gyms, but I'm here with Ernest because I know a good coach when I see one. Homie taught me for free for my first match. He puts his heart into it. There's no other team I'd rather box for than with Ernest.
So I would love to do a few things here in the Oregon Ice Arena Players Edge Academy while I'm here. I would love to have a few events that we could get more people interested in boxing with. Hopefully a women's event that we can hold annually. I would love to hold a regular event that kids can come and do or junior fighters can come and do. And I would also love to, if we can get those two things going, try to get one more Masters event that we could do annually going on here, just to bring some attention to boxing and get some of the boxers in the area who are interested able to actually get some fights and get some things going underneath their records. What I would love to see is the boxers or people who are interested in boxing, if you are, please come on in and join us for a class. The first one is always free. We have plenty of workout equipment that you guys can borrow. If you have your own stuff, that's even better. If you're a beginner boxer, if you're a seasoned boxer, a seasoned veteran, there's space for everybody here, all right? So come on in and join the fun with us. We would love to have you here. All right, keep that jab popping, Akabars. There you go. Nice.